If you're English at the heart, this guy's gonna make fun of you because he's not English, he's Irish. Please give a round of applause for Mr. Mel Kelly.
Hello. Hello. So my name is Mel. I'm an Irish homosexual. That means I like women more than beer. This was never tolerated in Ireland, so I had to go somewhere that was warm and friendly and would accept me as I am. Russia. But then my German friend Florian said to me, no, us Germans, we're reliable, punctual, alcoholics. I got the next flight to Munich. And when I got to Munich, then my new Munich friends, Thomas asked me, he said, why don't you have a problem with us Germans? Most English people have a problem with us Germans. Thomas, 2 reasons. 1, I'm not English. I come from Ireland. We don't have a problem with anyone except the English. Let me give you a quick summary of Irish-English history. Ireland has the honour of being the first English colony. And the oldest, over 800 years ago. But 800 years ago, we managed to get our freedom. Quick summary, we didn't like them. But things have changed. We still don't like them. But it's a bit more complicated than that. As Irish people, we have a special relationship with England. For example, Irish people follow English football clubs all year round. Liverpool, Manchester, Chelsea. But if you follow the English national football team, never admit to that. Then you are a traitor and you will be shot. So in Brazil, in the World Cup in June, we're looking forward to this. England are there and we're hoping England win a couple of games. Get their hopes up. And then they lose. To Germany. Again. But a few years ago, the Queen of England visited Ireland. It was her first time ever. There were some people who really didn't want her to be there. There were some people who really did want her to come. And some people, most of us, just didn't give a shit. But she came. She went. Thankfully, she wasn't shot. Or mooned. Or else we'd be dealing with the English for another 800 years. But it's good we've had a reconciliation of sorts with the English. A few years ago we had a financial crisis and we needed money, lots of it, for beer. And the first country that gave us this money was England. Well, they didn't really give it to us. It wasn't quite a present. It was more like a loan at not very favourable interest rates. But they are English. You can't expect too much. It's a little like if an Irishman, an Italian and a Spanish go into a bordello. Who pays? The Germans. So when I first came to Munich, I was really impressed with the city. It's so clean, it's so safe. And most importantly, the bars are open all night. And there's loads of naked people in the English garden. It's a pity most of them are as old as the Queen. But the next big difference I noticed in Germany from Ireland when I came here was the language. It's like ample means light. Straße means street. the Germans have a different word for everything. When I first started working here, I didn't speak any German, so my colleagues had great difficulty understanding my wonderful Irish English. So I had to learn how to speak slowly, clearly, with enunciation. Unbelievable! My English improved in Germany. The only problem was I called my mother and she said, "What is wrong with you? Why are you speaking like that?" But the next big difference between Ireland and Germany is the health. The health. The obsession with the health. In Ireland, we're not really that interested in health. So, we normally would go to hospital twice in our life. When we're born, when we die, and both visits are optional. But the Germans, they're obsessed with their health. They have... Yeah, you know. They check their eyes, they check their feet, they check their brilliantly white teeth. Who has crooked yellow teeth here? English teeth. But there's one check the Germans do that I had been avoiding all my life. This is a check that could save your life. You see, us men, we think we're very macho, we have no fears and all that. It's not true. We have 3 big fears. 1, speaking to a pretty girl. 2, the pretty girl speaks back. The 3rd one, the bum check. And why are we so afraid of this? Well, he might not be a real doctor. He might enjoy it. I might enjoy it. So I dragged myself along to the clinic. The nurses were hot. The doctor was not. Small, fat, sweaty man with a dirty little smile and big sausage finger. Said, "Take your clothes off." I'm Irish, I'm not so comfortable with nudity. I took my t-shirt off. The whole lot. Then he said, "Bend over." So I bent over. That's an Irish bend over. He said, "Bend over!" I could explain this more. Maybe I will. Maybe not. But I survived it, I did it. I survived the bum check. And I looked at the doctor. He had this worried look on his face. I said, "So, did you find something?" He said, "Well, I didn't find something, but I've lost something." My wedding ring. My wife will kill me. He touched my shoulder. He whispered in my ear. "Don't worry, I say that to all the patients." So the next big difference between Ireland and Germany is the women. The women here are tall, beautiful, blue eyes, blonde hair. No, that's Sweden, actually. But the big difference is the weather between Ireland and England. And people here complain a lot about the weather, but in Germany, when it's hot, and when it's cold, it's cold. But in Ireland, every day we have 4 seasons. Well, maybe 3 seasons. We don't have summer that often. So last week, it rained twice. The first time for 3 days, the second time for 4 days. But Irish people, we live in denial. No Irish person has an umbrella. We just live in constant hope. So living in Germany, I struggle, but at least it's not England. But I'd struggle with the language, with the health, with the religion. Oh, the religion, I forgot the religion nearly. There's a big difference on the religion. Yes, you see, in Germany, people think it's a very religious country. Wir sind Papst. Now it's Wir waren Papst. You see, Ireland is so Catholic, Jesus could have been born there. Except they couldn't find 3 wise men. Or a virgin. So to give you an idea, an example is my sister, she went to England to study in university. And one day she rang my father. My father came in to us afterwards and said, "Kids, bad news about your sister." I'm like, "Oh, what's happened? Has she lost her job?" He said, No, much worse than that. Was she in a bar fight? Again? No, much worse. She's getting married to a Protestant. There's a lot of Protestants here tonight, isn't there? You see, my family wanted me to get married to somebody who has the same beliefs as them. But why would I get married to somebody who thinks I'm an idiot? So, as part of a Catholic family, you see, in Europe, well, Ireland is in Europe sometimes, when it suits us. While Europe was busy having sex, getting married, getting divorced, in Ireland we were busy listening to the Pope. So what that means is, as one of 7 children, my parents had sex 7 times. With the lights on, with their clothes on, and with the priest present. So as I said, I struggle here with the language, the health, the religion. I live in hope. One day maybe I can return to Ireland, but only if they can accept me as an Irish homosexual.
Nothing goes over a little bit of good, clean humor, Mel. Thank you so much. Here's an interesting story.